right, you are welcome to another episode of From My Pastor's Desk. It's been a while and God has been very faithful to us. And I believe that God has been faithful to you guys as well. Thank you so much, Daddy, as well, for coming our way again. So it's been a series looking into the blueprint for marriage. And thank you so much to viewers at home. I will receive your feedback, and we are going to work on the feedback today. And let us know if the justice is done to the feedback. I think so. About 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, we had a blueprint for marriage, and we talked about loneliness in marriage. And one of the things you mentioned that day was that it is not good for anybody to be lonely in marriage, whether it's be the man or be the woman, because it is, according to what you're saying, it is ordained by God that one of the things that God sees that made him to meet the woman is that he wants to eradicate loneliness in marriage, in the life of the man. So, which means that loneliness is not a welcome idea. So the person here is asking, well, first of all, say thank you to you. Say thank you, Daddy. My question is, those families that fall in this way, which means into loneliness and all, what is the solution?
Thank you very much. We need to know that loneliness in marriage is a misnomer. Loneliness is the reason why God, in the first place, created the institution of marriage. And therefore, when a woman suddenly becomes lonely, or a man suddenly becomes lonely in marriage, then it is not a good development. Honestly speaking, my pastoral life, I've had about many cases of partners, women and men complaining, in all honesty, Pastor, I am lonely. And I try to find out why are you lonely. And I discovered that it is because they do not actually walking through the real meaning of marriage. They do not understand the essence of marriage. And many of them do not really appreciate, especially the women. Many of them do not really appreciate the role God had created them to play in the life of their men. And I want to tell the women out there, please, it is a disgrace to you as a woman for your man to be lonely in marriage. Because that is the reason why God has sent you into the life of that man. I think the woman should please understand that if you have to do anything, it is to eradicate loneliness in the life of your man. And I want to also plead to the men, there is no reason why we should abandon our women to such an extent that to begin to be lonely. In fact, it should not be heard that a woman is lonely in the home of her husband. It's not good enough. Now, the solution is to sit down together and understand the reason why God created the institution of marriage. And they have to go to basics, honestly. I know there are many things that will probably come in between husband and wife that will make them to experience loneliness. You understand? Especially this issue of failed dreams, aspirations, when dreams are failing, when aspirations are not met, the woman is no longer motivated to play a role, and the man is no longer happy as much, to play his role. Then you discover that loneliness will begin to set in. But honestly speaking, marriage is a project that husband and woman, husband and wife must handle together. It's not a project for the man. No, it's not a project for the woman alone. It's a project that two of them must handle together. Now I want to take you back to the scriptures. And Genesis chapter 2, he said in verse 24, that is why a man leaves his father and a mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. You see, understanding this particular verse will help us know that God intends that the marriage project is a project for two and not for one. So there is no room for separation. There is no room for loneliness. When the man and the woman get themselves united together, and that is the reason why I always emphasize unity in marriage. The husband and the wife, God expects both of you to be so united that you become one flesh. One flesh is such that people cannot see anything in between. One flesh is such a way that even pain cannot find a space to drop in between them. One flesh to such an extent that you will do things together. You will work together. You will do many things together. Togetherness is very, very important. So that is the essence of God bringing the woman and the man together. Praise the Lord. So the solution, again, go back to the basics. Seek the Lord. Come back and actually talk it over and come back to yourself. Togetherness is the key.
All right, so there's something I really want you to expand on.
Yeah.
I know we are always, everybody's always busy these days. And especially pastors, where they have from Sunday to Sunday is always occupied with one or two things. And I've heard a lot of single ladies say that I cannot marry a pastor. Not because, most of them, it's not even because of the spiritual aspect. It's about the pastor is always busy. However, they believe that being married to a pastor is always boring. So, I have two questions regarding that. The first one is, what can you say to that? And the second one is, on a more practical level, the scripture is part of it, but extending it or expanding on that, what are the things that couples can do to ignite or reignite their love, that's loneliness? What are the things they can do to bridge that gap and ensure that the marriage at 20, at 40, at 70 is still sweet and interesting?
When a man decides to get married, the man must understand that I'm bringing a woman to marry one, and therefore I must create time and space for that woman. Women generally, they like to be in the company of their men, and they like to spend time with their men. And when that time and space is not there, then the woman may not be fulfilled in marriage. So, of necessity, the man must create time, must create space for the woman. That's the reason why you get married, to have a companion. And also, especially in early marriage, this time and space they are very, very important. Because without that, we discover that the man and the woman may not get bonded together. And there is need for bonding. Especially where the courtship has been short and the expectations are high. So we discover that there is need for them to actually create time. It's not negotiable in marriage that in any marriage, the man and the woman must create time and space for themselves, to enjoy themselves. It's key. It's key. No matter the work that you do, no matter the duty and your schedules, you must, of necessity, create space and time. There are some institutions or companies, organizations that do not give enough time for the man or for the woman to really marry and enjoy, their marriage. It's not right. And never should any man leave or do not or sell your leave for the purpose of satisfying the organizations or the companies that you work. No, take your leave and spend it with your wife. It's very important. Now, let's come to the issue of getting married to a pastor. Many ladies will not want to get married to a pastor. But you understand one thing, that the calling, pastoral ministry is a calling. And any woman that will come and join the pastor must have a similar calling. If she does not have a similar calling, not calling into the pastoral ministry now, but calling into the ministry of the wife of the pastor. People don't know that it's a ministry in itself, the ministry of the wife of the pastor, because you really need to adjust to so many things. The pastor may not be able to give you the kind of luxury of time and space that you require. But I tell you, the pastor will give you quality time. And that quality time, both of you will enjoy it together. But then, honestly, if a woman, a lady, is not called into the ministry of being the wife of the pastor, I will say, no, please don't do that, because you will not last. And you will mess up the ministry of your husband. Because definitely, the life of the pastor is a different life entirely. Because the time and space, and even not just the time and space, the kind of luxuries that you desire, will not be there. But honestly speaking, being the wife of the pastor is a wonderful thing. And honestly, is there anyone listening to me here and you're young? I will encourage you, ask the Lord to give you a pastor after the heart of God. You will enjoy that person. God bless you.
So, in the next podcast, we are going to be talking about openness and respect in marriage.
We don't have time.
We are kind of running out of time for this segment of the podcast. However, let me say this, that 2 weeks ago we were able to do, is it 2 weeks or last week?
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. But last weekend we were going to have a podcast that was postponed.
Yes.
And the reason why that one happened is because I had to tell him that I was going out with my wife.
And I said yes.
And he said yes. So the thing is, the reason why I'm bringing that out for everybody, for all of you to really hear, is that being married to a pastor is not boring. Seriously, it's not boring. It is demanding, I won't lie, it is demanding, but it is not boring. So you just have to know what are the, like he earlier said, what are the things that you can sacrifice just to make up time for each other, to be with each other, to have that time. We've been to the beach, we've done, went to the cinema and all these things. Those are times that you can, spend together, quality time to spend together. And one of the things I learned from my American mom is that when you are with your spouse, you stay away from, especially when you are on a date, like you went out together, you stay away from the phone. That way you're able to concentrate. It's just the two of you. So there's no any external things about it.
In fact, The phone is a major problem, challenge that we have to do. Honestly, even when you are home, honestly, the phone is a tool that separates the man and the woman. Honestly, I don't seem to enjoy it, really. You know, many times you want to spend time with your spouse and you discover that that's the time he's looking at the phone. And you are trying to talk, but he's looking at the phone. And you're trying to, that is one time the message will come. And she won't, my boss has called. You know, all those things. I think, like I said, when you are at home and you really want to spend time with your family, do you with your friends.
Yeah. I know of a family as well that at certain, all of them can go out, but when it is 9 p.m., everybody come back and do it with their phone. Like, if you call them at that particular time, there's no way the phone will go eventually. So it's always like they are always do not disturb. It's not do not disturb alone, offline.
Yes. For example, if you call me on Sunday morning till 2 o'clock, no, I won't be here. So if you call me from morning till around 2 o'clock, just expect, on a Sunday morning, don't expect the response. So I think it's the best method for couples.
Yeah.
Always have the time to put away your phone. If any call, anything comes within that time, just know that this is the time for me and my husband. Or let your friend know the time to call.
Yeah. Okay.
In case you call me around between 2 and 4, know that I'm my husband.
Actually, this family I talked about, you just discovered that at a certain time the phone will not go. I was like, what's going on? I called you, it's kind of emergency, and he said, well, we are very sorry, but from this time till morning, you don't pick calls. It's just family time. That's all. So the family explained to me, but yeah.
Honestly speaking, I'm going to do that to the church. I'm going to make the church, every member, every family must create no phone period to enjoy themselves.
Awesome. So till the next segment, stay tuned and God bless you.